Hello and welcome back for another video. My name is Ramaya from TheHoneyStitches, and today we're going to be recording a podcast. I think this is podcast number 7, because last time I think I just recorded everything I knit in 2022. You should go watch that video, by the way. It's very colorful, like I put in the description box. Today we're going to be talking about things I crocheted and knitted, basically. I think I should start off with why I've been absent. Well, I don't really know how to put it. I still have, been diagnosed with some things. So basically, I just sometimes don't feel in the mood to record. It's not like I'm not doing anything. I just don't feel the urge to record. Now I know that I still need to go through with it because obviously my numbers have been hurt since not recording for like 2 months. But I'm back. Within those 2 weeks, I got done with one of the final finished objects. I'm not rewatching my last podcast. So if I've already shown you this, I apologize. But before I show you that, I'll just let you know that last year, 2022, with the months that I was gone, basically I was drafting up the Amour jacket, which is my self-drafted, oh my gosh, it's the self-drafted cardigan pattern that I'm putting out personally. And also I was doing Christmas gifts. So one sister got knitted leg warmers. It's Tiffany Lou's leg warmer pattern. I think it's called the typical leg warmer. Wonderful pattern. I knit it with acrylic yarn. It's over here. Hold on. Okay. It's this yarn. Caron Latte Cakes. I really like this yarn. This is the yarn I also knit my September sweater in. I really like this yarn. It's very soft, it's fuzzy, and it's acrylic, so it's not itchy. Like my sisters say that they want me to knit them things, but that they don't like the itch. And I don't personally particularly care for knitting in acrylic. It is soft. There's something about it that just really gives synthetic, obviously, but I prefer natural fibers, and I'm not doing gift knits like that again for like the holidays. It's gonna be a no for me. I just didn't get done with my knitting goals for last year. So I did the typical leg warmer, and then the next one I did the Sunday socks by Petite, also in this yarn. I don't have any of the finished garments because they're with my sisters. I don't think I also took pictures of the garments either. I can ask them for pictures of the garments on them, and I'll just hopefully be able to insert it in this video. But yeah, and then my other sister got crochet bees. She's a kindergarten teacher, so I just crocheted her little beads for her classroom. And also I was waiting on the really big eyes for the big bees. I was waiting on 2mm safety eyes, to be exact, 22mm safety eyes, and they didn't come in time for Christmas. So yeah, and now I've run out of yellow yarn. So I guess she's still low-key waiting. It is a shame. It really is. But she'll get her Christmas present soon. So now we're gonna start off with finished garments or finished examples. I'm gonna just show them all throughout. So it's not gonna be like crochet and this is one and then this is knit, I'm just gonna, if it's finished, it's finished. If it's not, it's not. So let's get started. The first one I'm gonna show you is my olive cardigan by Knitting for Olive. Yeah, I knit a lot of their stuff, so I don't know why I had a hard time with that. It was really just remembering. But this is she's very pretty. I knit this in Drops Kid Silk in the color Apple Green and Drops Flora in the color pistachio. So also I've seen other people knit like with this color combination, and for some reason theirs just does not look like mine on camera. Maybe I just think it looks different, but I feel like it is different, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try this on today. Maybe I'll try it on for just the video. But talking a little bit more about the garment, I really loved this pattern. It's something about, I've already knitted this, by the way, if you're new here and you're not like a returning viewer. I've already knitted this, and I knitted it in yellow and like the hobby yarn, so it was acrylic mixed with like wool. So I didn't really, I mean, it's give and take with that one. But this is she. I love the pattern. I loved knitting it. I really like the fit. I don't like my stuff oversized, so they are meant to like fit on my body. It does look a little, I wouldn't say bulky on me. I just have like a bulky, it's not a thin sweater that I have on, so it's not like as much space as it would be, but it's okay. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should have knit this small, you know, instead of the extra small, because everything I knit is extra small. Like just for a little bit more space. But then again, I'm like, no. Because that's going to take more time and more yarn, and it's going to be a no for me. I'll just wear like a thinner top underneath, and that'll be that, you know? Because it's not like, I mean, if I feel like I want something to be oversized because I'm going to be wearing like layers underneath, then I'll consider doing a small size. For right now, it's just going to be extra small. I'm good, you know? But yeah, I don't know if I should like really talk about this again, since I did just talk about it in my last video. So maybe if you guys don't want me to, you can like skip forward to the other garments. I don't know if I'll have it in the video, but I guess I just won't be wearing this anymore if I start talking about something else. So that's when you'll know. But yeah, it's something about this pattern that I'm in love with. It's not like brioche, it's not seed stitch, it's not moss stitch, it's not cables, but I really love the 2x2 rib and just the way, I'm not sure what these are called. And I went like this because I feel like that's how these look, like the leaves. I feel like it's a leaf pattern. It is gorgeous, okay? It's I feel like it's delicate in a way. Just like looking at it, it looks very delicate as like a stitch. Not saying it won't hold up. I'm just saying like aesthetic wise, I just feel like it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I think that, I don't know if I would knit this pattern again, only because I've already knit it once and now twice. If I were to knit it again, I would knit it in hand-dyed yarn. Not saying that drop isn't good, but I would say that something about this color as well, now that I have my hand-dyed yarn in green, it just looks a little muted to me, and I've started to not necessarily not like the color, but I just feel like it looks a little bit more washed out to the hand-dyed yarn. So I say keep that in mind, maybe not, but it is what it is. There's also sage green that you can get, I think, in the mohair, the Drops Good Silk mohair, or maybe Drops Flora. I'm not sure, but I know one of those is sage green. I'm just not a sage green type of girl, so yeah. I've worn this quite a bit now. Personally, there's no pilling for me. Maybe I don't wear it enough. Personally, I don't wear my garments like around the house. I do like to wear them out, and then that'll be that. I don't like lounge around in any of my garments. If I were to, it would be a September sweater knit with this, only because I feel like it's easier to wash if I needed to. I do need to wash my September sweater, but I feel like it would be easier to wash since it's acrylic. And since it is acrylic, I feel like it's not that expensive of yarn. So it's not like I'm pressed. Like, ooh, I got, you know, not saying you should stain it up, you know, because I'm not sure how well it does wash out. But it's not natural fiber, so I don't care for it as much as I do with my natural fiber, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would say still, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but maybe here you could see that it is very still, it's very fluffy. It's not like alpaca. And also I'd say that I still like to wear things underneath my garments all the time, whether it's drops or with acrylic yarn, except if it's the September sweater because it's not itchy. But I'd say natural fiber for me is always itchy in general. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm actually not like rushing to get done with the things that I have, but I'm really excited to show you something. So I'm just gonna kind of not speed through it, but if you would like me to go into more detail about it's just so pretty. Also, I need to sew on the buttons. Buttons are just not my thing, y'all know this. Also, I still have like all my cardigans here, all my garments from the previous video I recorded. I still have them all in this corner. So this cardigan that I did, this is, I'll just link it down below. Any pattern that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to remember, but I know I'll hold it up, and when I look back at the video, I'll put it up on the screen or something. But this pattern, right? The buttons, I don't know if you can see, but the buttons are not even. I have a hard time with buttons, okay? So yes, I am nervous to sew on my buttons again. Will it be easier? Who knows? Will it be hard? Who knows as well. I haven't tried. The worst thing to do is just not try. So maybe I'll just dedicate like a couple days, 2 days. It should not take me over 2 days to sew all the buttons on my garments, but 2 days. I give myself 2 days to sew them on. And yeah, because I realized like there's certain garments that like I have open all the time, and there's other ones that I don't, like they stay closed. This one stays closed because the for one, I don't know if this is just me, the buttons that I pick out, but my buttons are like, I wouldn't say too small, but every time I do buttonholes, like it's in the pattern, they always like seem to fall out. Like they always come undone. So I've just stopped either knitting the buttonholes in the pattern. I just find you can just push them through the knit stitches or purl stitches. Like it is quite easy to do that depending on like the size of your button. And like, since this is a small knit, I wouldn't put humongous buttons on this, you know? I just don't know if I'm that type of girl. Maybe I do need bigger buttons, and that would make sense. But that would actually make a lot more sense. Anyway, I sewed the buttonholes more closed because they were not fitting my buttons. And to be clear, my buttons are not that small. They're not like insanely tiny buttons. They're like, I wouldn't say normal buttons, but like they're a good size of button for them to not be fitting in the holes. Like they're just slipping out. So for this one, I just keep it closed, meaning I just have the buttons in their places and I don't take them out. There's like one button undone at the top and I'll just slip it over, put my arms through, and that's it. I don't like undo them because for me, it's not easy to get them back through the buttonholes and to keep them there. So that'll be that, especially since I like sewed them closed. So yeah, so I'm just saying with this, I might have a hard time doing the buttons. I feel like it would be worth it, and I think that when I get done, I might want this in pink. I think I want it in white. I want to start knitting ooh, no, maybe not. I have 3 more balls of yarn to this, but I feel like that could be in acquisitions. But like, what if I knit this again with this yarn? But like at the same time, I don't know if I would want this good of a pattern in acrylic, you know, like how much. But I've been wanting more cream stuff, but I don't want to spend the money on it, so I don't really know. But at the same time, I really could. We're gonna move on, okay? I'm taking off the cardigan so you guys know I'm done talking about this the olive cardigan. So we're gonna move on to my crochet finished pieces. I don't have a lot of finished pieces this podcast, that's also because I realized when you're self-drafting a pattern, it takes up a lot of time. I redid the cardigan pattern like 4 times. 4 times. It's not like I completed the entire thing, but I did like most of the yokes, or like a good amount of the yoke for like every time. And I just didn't realize how hard or difficult it would have been to draft up a pattern. I have it down packed now, but like still, that's a lot. Okay, the next pieces are going to be, okay, maybe I should explain a little bit more. I am coming out with a Etsy shop. It's called TheHoneyStitches. And in that shop, I'm going to be crocheting like stuffed animals, and you can purchase things there. So it's going to be like a variety of crocheted things. I'm not like a crochet bag type of girl, so I don't think I'm going to have those. But you never know. It really depends on the mood I'm in. For right now, I'm on like a fluffy, thick yarn crochet animal and food type thing. So yeah, excuse me. Okay, so I have crochet frogs right now. I think they're adorable. Oh my gosh, just like look at their little, they're so cute. You can't tell me that these aren't cute. These are frogs. Also, they don't have any mouths, but that's okay. They're so cute. So cute. So, yeah, I can't even see them. I was going to put them like on my lap, but you can't see my lap. But I just hold them like this then, right? And have their little arms on me. Okay, and then also I crocheted some fried eggs. These are so cute. Okay, so we have the fried eggs, and that's 1. And then we have 2. So you can find these in my Etsy shop soon. I'm gonna do a launch, so it's not like I'll just have them up free for all. I'll just do like a specific day, and I'll let you guys know the specific day I'm gonna do it. And then it'll be up until it's all sold out. And then once it's all sold out, that'll be that. And then I'll crochet more things and get a sense of what people like, and then I'll crochet some more, and then I'll do another launch. So these are going to be ready to sell, not made to order, just so I don't get any burnout. And I feel like I also, yeah, there's an N I need to weave in. Oh, these are so cute. But okay, yeah, also I love squishmallows, so me crocheting this cute stuff is very hard for me. I know I have over like 20 stuffed animals right now, or 20 squishmallows. I really don't need any more, but these are really cute. So yeah, okay, moving on to, oh, these are so cute. Y'all should really get these when they come out. I'm thinking about doing a launch, maybe, I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated on the launch, only because I might come out with some Valentine's Day stuff, and I don't want to like do it too late to where if you guys are ordering, it's not going to come in time. So I don't know. I will keep you updated though by the next video, which should be with either in the next few days, or it'll be next week. And the next video I put out, I don't even think it's going to be the type of video where I would give an update, if you know what I mean. Tutorial type. So, also, I wanted to speak on that really quickly. So, the next garment I'm going to show you is my Amour jacket. She is gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. I knitted her in the hand-dyed yarn of the yellows. Maybe I should have. I guess I'll be right back because I need to get the yarn that I knitted with. And I'll tell you guys the brands as well. Okay, everyone knows the basket. We have the basket here. So these are the yarns that we knit her in, right? We remember these hanks? We remember these hanks. They're gorgeous. I also got a Swift, finally. The first time I was unwinding this yarn to re-knit this cardigan, it was by hand, right? Because a P.O. box right now is too expensive for me. I'm not gonna be able to pay for it right now. So I had to get it, and I'm really glad I got that Swift. I do not recommend people hand winding mohair, although I did it. I did it more than twice, and it did not get tangled on me. It was a lot of work. I only had a chair, this chair, okay? I do not recommend. If you have the time, take your time. Just know it's not gonna take you an hour. It's not gonna take you 2. Bear in mind. And I'm not saying it's less than 2 hours either. I mean, it might take you 2 hours, like, you know, if you're fast. Yeah. Anyway. Ooh. So, we're putting it on the ground. So, this is the color Aspen by Victoria House Fibers. This is the mohair edition of Aspen by Victoria House Fibers. And this is the color Hatchling by Craftily Dyed Yarn. I love their shops. They're on Etsy, and I'll link them down below. This is Kid Silk Mohair, I believe. It's 28% silk mohair. Freak! I'm sorry. It's 28% silk and 72% mohair. Yes. I'm in love. It's the same context as this, I believe. Yeah. And this is the kid mohair. Kid silk lace. It is what it is. Also, this is in fingering weight. So, my pattern, it's going to be called the Amour jacket, only because I feel like I definitely want to come out with more patterns. And this is also why I mean, I could have made a video, but it would have been a very short video. It wouldn't have been long. So I didn't necessarily like put something out, which I apologize for. But let me just stop talking about it and maybe show you guys. On the second to last sleeve, so I got done with that much. This is the cardigan. I feel like this is not good for me showing it, but she's very, very, very pretty. At least I think so. It has a she has a double folded collar with a knit with the cardigan or the body button band all the way down. She's gorgeous. I'm gonna try her on for you. This is with like the dip stitch pattern. But yeah, I'm calling her the Amour jacket instead of the Honey Love jacket or cardigan because I feel like that's a lot to say. And also, if I keep coming out with things to make, I don't want to necessarily have to always say like honey, you know, or something like that. Like my name is already Honey, so there's no need to put honey in there. But it is looking like hearts, so I figured Amore would be nice. Like the love jacket is nice as well, but there's something about Amore that I'm just like, wow. Okay, so bear in mind this is my first pattern, so give me some grace if it doesn't necessarily look up to your standards. I will say also, which I realized might have been a problem with the last garment I put on, with the with the olive cardigan. I think this garment though is just a little bit too thick. It's not like a thin shirt, so maybe I might change it to a t-shirt to really give you guys the feel, so it's not like very on me. It's not that I feel that way, I just feel like it might look a little tight. But anyway, I don't necessarily know. Oh, I remember the struggle I had with this cardigan. The cardigan was not a struggle itself. One of the things I did realize while drafting this pattern was how much you actually have to write down on like every step in order to make sure that the people who will be reading it in the future understand what you're talking about. I definitely feel like this pattern has shown me a lot about pattern making and the hard work that goes into it, especially with grading the sizes, again, this pattern will be from an extra small to a 5XL. Let me know if I need to go higher than 5XL. I'm really trying to be size inclusive, so just let me know, because I heard from another podcaster that 3XL is not size inclusive. So if you guys want me to go up, or even, I'm the only size I would go down to, it would be a 2XS, so like an XXS. But I feel like that's really, really small. Like, we're getting into like kid sizes now. So, and I'm not prepared to like make this for a kid just yet. So I might, if this pattern goes well, then I might draft this up for kids, which would be so cute. Like, imagine you're with your baby and you guys are matching with this cardigan. That would be really nice. But also, this one I think is a DK weight of yarn. I think either one would be good. If you don't want to do with mohair, that's fine. If you do, that's fine as well. Personally, what's after? Yeah, I think if you wanted to, you could use fingering weight with 2 lace weights. You could use a sport weight with 1 lace weight, or you could just use a DK weight of yarn. Also, if you're looking for more of an oversized garment, if that makes sense, I personally would go up a size. And if you don't want to go up a size, maybe just no, I would go up a size. If you want an oversized garment, I wouldn't just go up like a needle size and more. Or if you really, really wanted to, you could go to a sport weight or a DK weight with the 2 strands of mohair as well, and that might give you a little bit more room along with going up a weight of yarn. But I feel like the look would just be a little off, and I don't recommend doing that. So yeah, this one doesn't have negative ease, but it does not have a bunch of positive ease. So the cardigan is meant to fit your body the way it is, if that makes sense. I like my things to fit me, not oversized. So that's how the garment is supposed to fit you in the pattern, and that's how the pattern will be portrayed. So if this is not like a lot of positive ease type of garment, I feel like if you wash and block it, it'll definitely stretch. I feel like if you really want to, but other than that, you would probably just have to go up a needle size. Not a needle size, but like you'll have to go up an actual size in the pattern. I'm going to change into a t-shirt just to make sure that you guys can understand the actual fit on me, just in case it is not being portrayed the way I feel like it's supposed to. Also, I did not include buttonholes in this button band from the issue that I had previously with my buttonholes. So yeah, but I've also looked into like other cardigan patterns, and like some people just don't put buttonholes in their cardigan, and some people don't even like close their cardigan or even sew buttons on theirs. So like with my blue one, you guys are not gonna understand, but with my rosette cardigan, where is it? With my blue cardigan, this one, she actually, yeah, we love her, we stan, but she didn't include buttonholes nor include like the buttons. Like in the pictures, at least, there weren't any in there. So I don't feel like you were meant to put buttons on that cardigan. I feel like you could if you wanted to, which I did, but I don't feel like it was necessarily put in there. Yeah, also knitting this pattern, I realized a few things that I would put in a pattern that I didn't necessarily do for myself while knitting up this mock piece, because I decided this was going to be the last one I did, period. So I wasn't going to like consistently be redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. Like, this was the 4th time I had ever done this pattern, so any mistakes or something, I would just fix in the pattern. I'm not doing it myself, you know? And then we would see if it would work out after I got it. Like the pattern, what is it called? Edited, I think. There's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. There's like 2 people who are supposed to edit your pattern, I believe. So when I do get my pattern edited, and then it's for test knitters, I'll hopefully know if those things have worked out as well. But yes. So since the collar is a double folded neckband, I realized that I wanted the cuff of my sleeves and the bottom hem of my garment to be with Italian or tubular bind off. One problem that I had with it is that I'm a left-hander, and I completely forgot on how to do the Italian bind off or tubular bind off. So I did what anybody else would do who's always on YouTube, and I looked it up. And I could not find any videos on how to do it. I saw a bunch of videos on how to do it right-handed, but there's certain techniques that are just really hard to like learn on like the flip side. So if you guys could maybe link down below some videos on how to do tubular bind off or cast off, or Italian bind off or cast off in the description box, that would be great, because I personally couldn't find any. And I don't know if a lot of other left-handers have had that problem with just having to learn from a right-hander's video. And I don't really want that for us. So I'm going to come out with a tutorial as my next video on how to do Italian bind off, because personally I had a hard time and I did relearn it, but it was from a right-hander. And so just to make it easier for someone that might just be starting out, if I couldn't find the video, they might not be able to find the video, and I don't want that for them. So if there are any videos, let me know, because I would love to relearn from a left-handed knitter, hopefully the correct way, in case I missed something, you know? So that would be great. So I'm gonna just, you guys think I should change or no? If you want me to stand up, I will. I'm wearing pajama pants, okay? I only changed my shirt and put earrings on for this video. So bear in mind with that. So yeah. Okay. She's pretty cropped. I'd say, I don't know. I like her a lot, you know? I think she's really, really pretty. Now, this might seem like long, and this might seem really cropped. Also, I want to put that in the pattern. I have put in separate like things. So if you want your arms cropped or the body cropped, I have put in the cropped version and the uncropped version. So if you want it longer, I put it in the pattern on how to do it longer. And if you want it cropped, I put it in there on how to do it cropped as well. So you can really design it or alter it to your own body measurements if you really want to. If you don't want to do it to pattern or something. So I don't want people to feel like, oh, that's really cropped, I don't want to do it. You can do it longer. I put it in the pattern on how to do that as well. So, and where to stop, so that you can at least, you'll just figure out with the pattern, like the cuffs and stuff. But yeah, I really like the pattern. Also, I'm just gonna stand it back up, because I know how this probably looks on like, ooh. I know how this probably looks on how it's like really cropped, but my waist is right here. So this is just hip, you know, like this is just where everything stops. This is just very long on me, but my waist does stop right here. So it stops right on my waist, and I wear fairly high-waisted pants and jeans. So yeah, I think it would stop where it needed to. I think that, I don't know necessarily if this cardigan would be something that I would be like trying to, you know, bundle up in. I think it is a thick pattern, don't get me wrong. Like I feel like the garment and like the mohairs and everything, it does create a fairly thick cardigan. Like I feel like it would definitely keep you warm. It's not like a chunky cardigan, you know, but it is with wool and mohair and stuff. So I feel like it would keep you warm and still with the heart design, the way that it's like, I wouldn't say waffled in there, but like the dip stitches creates like a double fabric, if you know what I mean. So I feel like it's extra warmth. So yeah. And this with the like folded down collar, I just feel like it's very, I don't know how to exactly put it. Just like, yeah. But I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm almost done with the, I wanted to get done with the next sleeve. Oh my gosh, the needles keep hitting my thing. But I wanted to get done with the sleeve for this podcast, but I wasn't gonna get done with it. So I just recorded, which is fine. I wanted y'all to know that this is still going on. I still wanted to put out this pattern. I'm still trying to find out which buttons I want to put on. I think all of the buttons that I have right now are too small. They're all pearl buttons, but they're all too small. I do have some bee buttons, which are adorably cute. I'll just grab them real quick. I got these from Joann's, but I think they're really cute, so I might put these on there, which I think would look great. But I only have two. I think I only got two, so hopefully. Both of my parents have businesses, so they're always going to craft stores. So I believe if my dad goes to Joann's, I'm gonna have to ride with him. That'll be something, but it is what it is. I gotta do what I do because I want these buttons. So, or I could just order them, but like I don't want to pay for shipping. So, yeah, but I'm almost done. I have like, I don't know how many inches to go. But yeah, personally, just to let you guys know, since I do like my stuff cropped, I don't know if I've been speaking about this cardigan for too long, but just letting you guys know, I do like my stuff cropped. So everything I knit is usually, and I don't even think it's cropped. I think I just like it to fit my measurements, period. Like exactly where everything is stopping. But everything is 14 inches before ribbing. So 14, you know, like lengthwise, and that goes for all of my cardigans as well. Like not just with this one that I drafted myself, but like everything I knit for sweaters and cardigans always hit 14 inches before ribbing. What I measure out, because usually what happens is I'll like knit patterns and they'll go into like 16 inches, and then they'll do like 2 inches for ribbing, or like 1.5 inches for ribbing, or even 3 inches for ribbing. And my arms are not that long. I'm personally 5 foot, so not everything on me is very lengthy, if you know what I mean. So I wouldn't say everything needs to be cropped, but my measurements are just not what those are, you know. I'm a compact type of person, so I don't need all that length, because then it's going to, like, I don't want my ribbing ending here. That just is not that attractive to me. So yeah, I know I could have given myself a little bit more length with the sleeves on these. I'm not reknitting it. I'll just put it in the pattern a little bit differently, and I still put it in the pattern that you can alter it, so I don't really feel like it'll be that big of a deal. But for me personally, I'm not reknitting anything with this cardigan, but I will be fixing it in the pattern, so don't worry. Yeah, I'm in love with yellow, but we're gonna move on. So the next pattern we're going to do is the September jacket. Yes. And guess what we knit that in? I don't know if I even told you guys about that in my last podcast. Also, sorry if this podcast is long. I can see we're already at 38 minutes, but I know it's gonna be cut down because I'm gonna have to edit, but it's gonna be cut down like a few minutes, so or less than that. Okay, so basic. Sorry, I was like, how do I even get this from out of me? But so we knit a few of the September jacket in Drops Flora in pistachio green and Drops Good Silk in apple green. So this is her. Did I show you guys? I don't know. She looks tiny. At least to me, she looks small. I don't doubt this is gonna fit me though, because when I'm like this, I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it's just like this. I'd be like, you sure, girl? But no, Petite know what she be doing. And this is gorgeous. I know that I said it looks like a washed out green, and I believe that as well. But then when I look back at this, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, you know? She really is gorgeous, and that's why I'm also trying to pump out the I keep saying honey, the Amour jacket, because I'm really ready to get that done, because I really want to knit this. And then also Tiffany Lou is trying to do, what is it called, a cowl with the Ignite cardigan by Petite Knit. She wants us to knit it together. I believe she's supposed to be doing a cowl. I just watched her live yesterday, and that's what she said. So I already have the yarn for that, but I don't really know if I'm going to be knitting that with her. I might still be doing a cowl, but I don't necessarily know if it's going to be that, only because the November jacket, the September jacket, and then the Ignite cardigan really be looking the same. And I mean, I know it's a brioche, and if you look closer, like, it doesn't, it's not all the same. You can definitely tell. Like, I can tell, like, with the September jacket, the increases are lower. It's different because you're knitting the button band with the Ignite cardigan. I don't have the pattern, but you can just tell that it's knitted together, you know? Hopefully it's knitted together. I think it's knitted together. I don't think it's not knitted together. But I love it so far. This was fast for me. I don't know why brioche was fast for me, because remember we tried to knit the Sunray sweater. That one fast. But this is fast. So that was fun. I think that after I get done with the with the Amour jacket, I feel like it's gonna be faster than I expected getting done with this. I'm hoping, but we don't know. Your girl's kind of running out of yarn, but at the same time she's not. She really has a lot, but she's running out of ideas on what to knit. I really want to knit a sweater or a cardigan. I have so many cardigans. Like, all my stuff in green right now is cardigans. So this is the second one, and then I had the 2x2 rib cardigan in green, and then I also had the olive cardigan in green. It's just a lot of green, and there's no sweaters. And I know that it's getting a little bit warmer out. I'm in North Carolina. It's January, but North Carolina's weather's finicky, and I'm already seeing the growers and the farmers outside with their crops. Okay, it's like that time of the year. I don't even think we're getting snow this year, if I'm being completely honest. And I feel like winter just hit, but you never know. Honestly, we'll see. I feel like the weather's getting warmer. So the reason I brought that up, because everybody likes to be like, Maya, you're so random. I'm not random. Everything makes sense. Everything goes together. I brought that up because if I start knitting sweaters, it's gonna be hot. But if I start wearing cardigans, you can just take the cardigan off and then put the cardigan on, right? So maybe I should do a cardigan, and that's why I was going to do the Ignite cardigan. But I don't want to be too tired of brioche, if you know what I mean. Because, spoiler alert, before I get done with all of my whips, I'm planning on doing a vest. I'll put a picture of the vest in here, and then I'll also put like the name of the vest in the description box. But it's a brioche vest. I think it's gonna be really, really pretty. I'm gonna knit it in the same yellow that I have for the Amour jacket, but that's brioche, and I'm doing an entire cardigan in brioche. So you see, I'm not really trying to do 2 cardigans of brioche in a vest. That's gonna be too much, and I feel like it's almost like a waste of yarn, low key, if I'm gonna already be tired of it. So it's gonna be a no for me. So I'm trying to figure out like what else to do in order to do that. So if you guys have any suggestions on patterns, that would be great, because right now my Instagram is not giving. And I'm also seeing like Petite knit is wonderful, but I just see a little bit of a pattern with some of her things. Like, I feel like it's like the same garment in different versions, and I guess that's just what knitting is. But like, I don't know, I just feel like the Ignite cardigan, and then the September jacket, and then the November jacket, they're all so similar, but they're all very different. I don't know how to put it. They're different in a way that makes me be like, okay, I could knit this, you know, 2 separate garments. But they're also in a way where I'd be like, wait, if I were to knit these, would people really think I just wore the same cardigan from yesterday? Or would they be like, oh no, that's a completely different cardigan, you know? So who knows? I don't really know if there's much to say about this, since, gosh, this is gorgeous. I don't know if there's much to say about it though, since I'm not like done, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was just a fast knit. I enjoyed doing it. You knit maybe I can talk about it a little more. You knit the back, and then you pick up stitches for the front 2 panels. Also, I've already put this in for my Everything I Knit in 2022. I messed up again for the cardigan. Basically, Petite knit, just, you know, basically, since I'm left-handed knitter, when she puts things in her patterns on how to knit something in a certain direction, I just need to flip it and do the opposite thing because it's going to not be on the right side for me because I'm a left-handed knitter. There's nothing wrong with that. And I am going to be contacting Petite Knit on it to see if she can maybe alter her patterns to be more left-hander friendly. Not that I feel like I should need to do that, since left-handed people are like half of the world, I believe, but it is what it is. The majority of people are right-handed and they don't think about it, so it's good just to bring that up to them, which is what I would want people to do for my pattern if it needed to be more curated to a certain group of people. So I'm done with the September jacket, and my yarn's getting all tangled because like I haven't put them back in their wool warehouse bags. As you all know, I store my yarn in. So the next whip is going to be the ribbed sweater. Oh yeah, this is a sweater. I just realized this is not a cardigan. Okay, so I'm knitting this sweater. Yes, it's in the round now. I feel like maybe I can start back on this because I was really, really tired of doing the cables. But I feel like now I'm not. Sorry, I don't think I'm sick, but I don't know why I'm sniffling. Okay, this is the back. So this is the front. So she's gorgeous. This is knit in Drops Kid Silk and this color Petrol, and this is also knit in Drops Flora in the color Petrol as well. This is the yarn. So I unraveled the Sunray sweater and knit this in its place because also remember, also the Sunray sweater is right here, the little scraps of it. And then I got this in Drops Flora because I realized I don't like knitting straight mohair anymore. It's something about it. I'd rather do like a strand or a lace weight of something, or not even like a lace weight. I'd rather do a fingering weight of yarn with one strand of mohair, or like a fingering weight with 2 strands, but definitely a base that is not just mohair. Sorry, that was like a big pause. Also, I'm thinking of doing, okay, maybe I shouldn't be done with this. I'm just brainstorming. I know I'm all over the place, but everybody knows I'm chaotic, right? Right. So I'm thinking, right, one of these can be like maybe the olive cardigan, and the other one can maybe be the Sunday cardigan by Petite Knit. Because I really want more cream stuff, but I know maybe not right now. I can have it. Oh my gosh, that might be really, really pretty though. Because if you think about it, I know I have, okay, I'll pull it out for you since y'all have been begging me so much. Okay, this is the back. So I know I have this, right? But it's not a cardigan version. And honestly, this is a little heavy if I'm being completely honest. But that might be really pretty and it won't be itchy. We will see. I want to also start knitting a lot more vests. I feel like I'm actually a vest type of girl, but I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm pretty sure, am I correct? Yes, this is knit with 2 strands of lace weight yarn with 1 strand of fingering weight yarn. It is, I think it's called a saddle shoulder construction, I believe. I think the color is very, very pretty. I've never knit a saddle shoulder construction, ever. But I'm curious to see how it actually fits on me. Since I'm really used to raglan, it just looks very like trapezoidy at the top. And I guess that's probably how it always was. But since it's my first time, I just don't know how the fit is going to be on me. So yeah, because I've done drop shoulder, because I'm pretty sure, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've done drop shoulder from the September sweater and the September jacket now. But everything else I believe is raglan. So I guess this is my first saddle shoulder. And we will see. I actually did not mind the cables on these, although I am not the type of girl who can do like cables without a cable needle. I think I'm going to practice that later when I am done with everything else I need to get done with. But I think I might just go ahead and buy like a little cable needle to do that with, because I ended up having to use a completely separate like circular needle like set to like do that with, and that was a bit hard and tedious, and I didn't really like doing that. So yes, I'm really sorry for sniffling and stuff. I know people probably say that in their podcasts, but I don't like watching sick people when they're recording. So I'm sorry for being that person. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just sorry. Okay. I guess we can go on. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I wanted to knit the knit cardigan, like the yarn in. Okay. So, I guess we're going on to, what is it called? What is that called? Like future projects? That's what it was called. I wanted to knit the knit cardigan in this. I feel like it's going to be a different type of look for the cardigan other than the green, because those are two different types of greens, and I don't feel like it's going to look like the same cardigan. But at the same time, I don't really know if I want to knit that. So if you guys still do have any suggestions, that would be great. This is the Pesto colorway from Victoria House Fibers, and this is their mohair as well in the same color, Pesto. I'll link them down below as well. We love this. The Butterfly Kisses line, I'm pretty sure, is still 72% kid mohair with 28% silk. So I'm pretty sure there's the Butterfly Kisses. This is Butterfly Kisses on this as well. And I'm pretty sure that's just her mohair line. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous olive green color. I've been trying to look for this yarn. I know I probably said this before, like way back, but like I haven't been able to find this type of green like all over. Like this is not a very common type of green, apparently. So I'm very thankful to have this yarn. I just want it to be a very special thing that I knit, and I don't necessarily want to knit it because everyone's knitting it, because I'm knitting the September jacket. If I wasn't knitting the September jacket, I would hands down be knitting the knit cardigan. Unfortunately, I'm knitting it though. So, and if I was knitting it in a different color, things would be different. But I'm not. So that's that. Also, for future projects, obviously, I've said this before and I'm just gonna say it again because obviously things were held up for me for about like 2 months since I was doing the pattern, and I was also doing Christmas gifts. So some things I just might be reiterating from the last podcast, but it's going to be this yarn. I'm gonna be knitting the waffle cardigan by Knitting for Olive. I'm not gonna go get the yarn, but it is actually I might have to go get the yarn. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We have Drops Flora. This is like a strawberry color, and then we have Drops Kid Silk, and this is in mauve, I believe, and I think this is actually in strawberry. I believe we're gonna hold all 3 of these together, and hopefully this will make a very pretty cardigan for the waffle cardigan. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have another pattern I would want to do the pink in for right now. I feel like these 2 would be really pretty, give me like a really light type of pink. This one is toning it down a bit, but like it is what it is. Okay, also when Petite Knit did the Ignite cardigan in red, beautiful. Also, I just got an update from Rachel from the Night Sky Knitting Podcast that she just put out everything I knit in 2023. So we know what we're watching after this, after I edit it, obviously, but like I just love watching people do their podcasts and when they're like doing everything I knit, because like is that what I'm knitting in 2023? Okay, is there anything else for me to do? I'm going to show you guys little crochet beads that I made. They're not finished objects, which is why I did not show them in like the finished objects type of thing. So I'm going to go get the beads. Okay, I'm back. These are the beads. So They don't have any wings, which is why they're not finished objects. This is a lot of wings I'm realizing I need to put on these bees, but they're not done. This is a strawberry bee. Very, very cute. I don't know what bee this is, but I know that I knit it. I feel like it's gonna just be like a raspberry, strawberry, grape strawberry type of bee. I don't know. I thought it was just cute with the color selections. So, and then we have just a regular bumblebee. So yeah, I thought they were very cute. And then also I crocheted a whale. The whale's not done, which is why it is not in the finished objects pile. I still need to do like the back fins for it. So yeah, just, you could see it like closer up or something. But yeah. Okay. I feel like this podcast was rushed. Also, I know I keep talking, but I still have these 2 hanks of like this brown yarn. It's fingering weight, obviously, and I think that I really just need to get white mohair with this, or maybe even brown mohair would look good. I don't really know. If there's a sale for drops, hands down, I'm gonna get it. But if there's not a sale with drops, then I'm gonna just wait. And I think I'm gonna just wait it out in general until I have more money, because right now I don't have the money. I have money for patterns. Patterns are like $10 and less, you know. But like yarn be expensive, and there be shipping, you know. So I already have like so many things lined up, so there's not necessarily a need to get more yarn. So I could just wait on it. I think that's just like my instincts as a knitter to be like, let me get more yarn. But I think I just need to say, let's just hold off on it, okay? So I don't really think there's anything left to say. I've been talking for almost an hour. So if my video was chaotic, I apologize. We're going to be updating more on Instagram. I know I keep saying that, but I will be updating more on Instagram. I just wanted to get everything out on YouTube first, you know, just in case. But I'm hoping to get done with my I hope I get done with my cardigan tonight. I don't think I'm going to, but it would be really nice if I could, because then I can start the September jacket. So just let me know if you guys have anything else to say in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or anything you want like to say, that would be wonderful. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at TheHoneyStitches. You can also follow me on TikTok at TheHoneyStitches as well, and on Etsy. You can find me there too. My shop won't be like open until the launch, but I will be updating you guys on the launch, hopefully on both platforms, on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, hopefully. If you guys have any questions, just send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to make more friends and just to answer any of you guys' questions about me. Or if you guys want, you can still put your questions down in the comment section below, and I'll still answer them there, you know. What if you want like another platform? You can always ask me on Instagram as well. I do read my DMs most times. Just kidding. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next week. Bye.